Hello, college biology students. This is a video about how to read molecular diagrams. And there are some simple rules for doing so, but we need those rules to be simple because reading diagrams can actually get pretty complicated. So let's get to an example right away. This is a nucleotide, and it is an organic molecule, which means it's carbon-based, and we're going to have to learn how to read these molecules. So the first rule for reading these molecules is that the lines, it's kind of like I call it rule 0. The lines represent covalent bonds between atoms. So the lines represent shared electron clouds between atoms. You know how, based on the electronegativity of the atoms and the sharing of the electrons, they have a hybrid cloud that surrounds both of the atoms, trapping them together into a covalent bond. So that's rule number 0. Rule number 1 is every point with no letter is carbon. So that's here, there's a point with no letter, here there's a point with no letter, here there's a point with no letter, here there's a point. And where there are bonds, but there are no atoms, like here, like we know that this is an oxygen atom, and this is a phosphorus atom, and this is a nitrogen atom. But these are bonds, which means they have to be between atoms. So there's got to be atoms here, even if they're not being shown. And that first rule is that those atoms that are not shown at those bonds, that's carbon. And so what would this look like if we updated for that rule? Well, I put the carbons in. So this actually has more atoms that are being shown in the diagram. There are actually carbons there. But it's even more complicated because hydrogen is the most common element in living things. So there's only 3 hydrogen showing in this atom, but there's a lot more, and that's when it gets tricky. Carbon makes 4 covalent bonds, but we're not seeing all of the bonds that carbon can make. This carbon, we're seeing 2. This carbon is bound to this oxygen, and this carbon is bound to this carbon. That means there's 2 more bonds that carbon is making, but we're not seeing them. I call those the hidden bonds. And those all hidden bonds from carbon are 2 hydrogen. So there's 2 hydrogen atoms because we have 1 oxygen, 1 carbon, 2 hidden bonds, so 2 hydrogen coming off of this carbon. This carbon has 3 showing bonds, so 1 hidden bond to hydrogen. This carbon has 3 showing bonds, so 1 hidden hydrogen. And this has 2 hidden hydrogen and 1 hidden hydrogen, and this has 1 hidden hydrogen. But this carbon, it's showing 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds, so all of its bonds are being shown. There's nothing hidden, so there's no hydrogen for this carbon. Same for this carbon. This one is hiding 1, and this one is also showing all 4, so there's no. So what does that rule look like when we go forward? Well, that looks like this. Carbon here with a hydrogen, carbon here with a hidden hydrogen. This carbon has 2 hydrogen. This carbon has 1 hidden hydrogen. These carbons have 0 hidden hydrogen because all 4 of their bonds are shown. So there's actually a lot more hydrogen. This atom, if we were counting elements in the first one, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But if we actually know what we're looking at, we can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 atoms in this molecule. So when you see something that looks sleek and streamlined, know that there's a lot more atoms in that molecule than are being written with letters. And so let's review those rules. Rule 0, I almost never mention it, but it's worth acknowledging that all lines in molecular diagrams are covalent bonds between 2 atoms. And all points with no elements are carbon, and that carbon always makes 4 covalent bonds, and all bonds not shown in the diagram are covalent bonds to hydrogen. I hope this helps. Struggle well.